So we are seeing just some really ugly activity today. Today's March 18th. Ugly activity in the stock market. The stock market took another big drop today. I want to say about 800 points as of the time of this recording. And what you're finding is that, as I talked about this last week, the idea of shutting down the entire country, I wasn't really sure how that was going to work. I felt like that would lead to more bad economic news. Now we're in what I consider to be Great Depression territory. In fact, we just set a record that that actually tops what happened during the Great Depression. We've actually had several days, 7 straight days with a swing of more than 4% in the S&P 500. In 1929, during the Great Depression, we had 6 days. So we actually passed that record set during the Great Depression. You're seeing just something crazy happening. Now, Bill Ackman, who is a billionaire investor, and he's the founder of Pershing Square Capital, he says that the best remedy is to really shut down the entire country, close the borders for the next 30 days. He believes that that will push the stock market back up and back out. I don't know if I agree with that. I don't know if shutting everything down is really going to do it. But I do think that what you're seeing is you are seeing a bit of a psychological effect. Every time the media continues to talk about this virus and some new celebrity that has it, which, honestly, I don't know why a celebrity infection is such a big deal, especially given that none of the celebrities are dying. None of them are actually getting sick. At least not that I see. I don't know why that's a big deal, but the media loves to kind of feed off that. They feed off celebrity. They feed off scary news. And it's really causing, just wreaking havoc on the economy. Now, the White House is weighing a $1 trillion stimulus package that might involve sending payments out to millions of people, deferring tax payments. They may actually just not cancel tax season altogether, but extend it so that people have time to pay their taxes. According to DoubleLine Capital CEO Jeffrey Gundlach, he said that when you decimate the restaurant industry, the travel industry, the hotel industry, the airline industry, the cruise industry, obviously you're going to take a huge divot out of economic activity. And I've mentioned this. I don't understand this idea of telling customers to stay home and telling businesses to stay closed and expecting anything other than economic devastation. Although again, obviously health is more important than money. But when you're talking about a 2% mortality rate, and then also an infection rate that's very, very low, probably less than 0.1%, I don't really know how that translates into something that is scary. It doesn't scare me. I'm a black man. There are many things that can kill me. That's not one of the things that I'm worried about, killing me. Even if you get it, it doesn't look like you're going to die. 1 in 50 people dies when they get it. And usually that 1 in 50 is a person that's already old or sick or something like that. So anyway, Gundlach puts the odds of a recession at 90%. I agree. I put it at 100%. I think we're headed into a recession. What we got to worry about now is making sure it's not another Great Depression. He said it's ludicrous to think otherwise. He added that he believes the stimulus will end up being bigger than $1 trillion. Yeah, I think we're going to hit record territory for the stimulus package. It's going to be the biggest ever. Gundlach also commented on the reversal higher in Treasury yields, noting it could put the U.S. in an uncomfortable position of having both a weak economy and rising interest rates as new debt issuance to pay for the stimulus floods the bond market. I agree. I think that you're just going to run into a lot of economic problems. Because, sure, we could say, okay, the banks are strong, or we've got these monetary policy tools to fix the issue. But eventually those things are not going to work anymore. You have to have an economy. You eventually have to have people making money. The movement comes amid historic highs in the CBOE Volatility Index, which closed above its 2008 financial crisis peak on Monday. So in terms of volatility, the fear gauge is higher than ever. And again, that sentiment, like I said, fear is the biggest problem right now in the economy. If you're going through a bunch of crap, being afraid only makes it worse. And that's the thing. I just wish the fear was not a part of the equation. If you took the fear out, then you could actually have a functioning economy and still solve the issue. But the fact that that we're incorporating fear on top of a bad situation only makes it a worse situation. So they said on Tuesday, the markets rebounded from their deepest rout since 1987 as investors grew hopeful that the Trump administration's massive fiscal stimulus plans will rescue the economy. Steve Mnuchin, the Treasury Secretary, told Republican senators that unemployment could reach 20%. I agree. I think unemployment is going to be extraordinarily high. The businesses are dying. So eventually what's going to happen next is people are going to start getting laid off. If the banks don't come through and the Treasury doesn't come through with real meaningful support for these businesses, that these businesses are going to say, we can't pay our bills. We got to let people go. So you're going to start seeing unemployment start to go up. You're really heading toward an economic mess that could be unprecedented. You could be talking about depression level scenarios. Excuse me. So let's see. He proposed further. Let's see. CNBC reported on Tuesday. The Dow soared more than 1,000 points on Tuesday. On Tuesday, investors also cheered the Federal Reserve's amped up effort to help companies having a hard time getting short-term funding. The bank announced a special credit facility to purchase corporate paper from some issuers. This follows the Fed's emergency $700 billion quantitative easing program. Yeah, but they got to help small businesses. If they don't have things specifically for small businesses, the economy will die. If they don't, I mean, I'm talking about meaningful stuff. I'm not talking about just, okay, we're going to send a little tiny check out, or we're going to do a couple things for big corporations. I think if they don't do stuff for small businesses, the economy's done. Let's see here. The number of confirmed, now here's what's fascinating. The number of confirmed cases in the U.S. is 6,400, and the death count is a little over 100 people. So you're talking about a little over 100 people die, and a country of 331 million people shuts down. I'm not saying that it's not a bad thing, but I just think we got to look at this realistically. Most of those 100 people are over the age of 60, and many of those people were sick. Doesn't mean that older people don't matter. It just means that a lot of these individuals would have died from the flu. And remember, the flu kills thousands of people every year. So I think that what's probably going to happen is you're going to get a double whammy. You're going to get an infected population where hundreds of thousands, if not millions of people are going to catch the coronavirus eventually. Most of those people are not going to die. And then also at the same time, but they're not going to die, but they're going to be scared, right? So fear is going to cause a lot more damage. In fact, fear probably causes more damage than almost anything else. And then two, you're going to get an economy which, because of that fear, is going to be just shot down and dead. And it's going to take a Herculean effort to restore. I don't like what I'm seeing at all. I kind of wish in the shutdown, I wish the media would also be shut down a little bit, at least to the point where they're not fear mongering, people. Because you go watch CNN and even Fox and MSNBC. All of them are eating off of the coronavirus. All of them are eating off of the fear. They're feeding on the fear, no different from that clown in the movie It. It fed off of fear. The media, which has become the It, is feeding off fear, and I don't like that at all. I just wish, again, the situation, I'm not saying the situation should be underestimated, but you're talking about 100 people, and what's going to happen is every time one person dies, they're going to put it up as a big headline. One death is bad for that one person, but it's not bad for an entire country. Or every time a celebrity announces that they get it, it's going to become a thing. It's going to become a TMZ celebration. Not celebration, but like a big deal. News alert. Celebrity C has caught the coronavirus. Okay, are they dead? Then if they're not dead, then we'll just see how that plays out. Are they sick? Show me Kevin Durant. Don't show me a healthy Kevin Durant who's going to heal from everything, who's playing basketball, who's feeling good. Show me, really, if you want to get me concerned, show me Kevin Durant on a stretcher. Show me Kevin Durant on a respirator. Show me Kevin Durant in a casket. No disrespect. I don't want to see Kevin Durant in a casket. But I'm saying that that's what would concern me. Kevin Durant having the coronavirus is like saying Kevin Durant has herpes or something. Like, okay, then fine. He shouldn't be having sex or something. But that doesn't affect the situation in its entirety. That doesn't tell me that the world is coming to an end. That does not tell me that we're, on the brink of complete destruction. So I just think that we're handling this the wrong way. I think it's going to be a mess. As an investor, I'm going to keep investing. I'm going to keep buying even into the dip. That's what I do. That's what I've always done. That's what historically has always worked. But I just hate it. So feel free to follow the Black Stock Market Program.com if you'd like to see the stuff that I'm buying. You can get the first 30 days for just $1. It's a great time to learn how to become an investor. So I encourage you to go take a look at the market, because there are some really strong companies that have great fundamentals that are being sold very cheaply right now. And I would encourage you to go take a look. So anyway, I'm out of here, guys. Hit the thumbs up button, share, and subscribe button. I'm Dr. Boyce Watkins. Make sure you subscribe to the BlackFinancialChannel.com. Follow the Black Financial Channel on Instagram as well. Follow me on Instagram at The Real Boyce Watkins. And I'll see you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.